the one thing that I like the most is that all of us, we're coming from different places, sharing knowledge and insights of what has been working in our municipalities.
We came here because the topic of this, the theme of this conference is relevant to what we do.
I'm so happy that we really held this conference for the first time in Africa and moreover in Uganda.
One of the first key moments in our next steps of collaboration in projects with KCCA, but also other partners, to actually implement the conclusions of the conference into actual projects.
This is a good thing because it helps us talk about issues that we need in developing our cities.
One thing that this conference has achieved is first of all to bring people together to share ideas. With all these delegates from different parts of the world, I want to believe that there is a lot of exchange of good practices which we can put into practice in our respective countries.
No country exists in isolation. So for us, it's very important to put as much energy into working with Ugandan institutions as to accompanying Uganda as it works with its regional institutions. So from that standpoint, this meeting is timely, it's important, and it gives us an opportunity to see and hear what are the experiences. It gives us an opportunity to see what are the best practices in the policies.
This was one of the most important events that I ever attended.
We come together and plan together. When we plan together, things can get better in our settlement.
I was a presenter presenting a paper of climate change. I was so happy to present a paper like that.
Very interesting to see how the cities could share experience. It was very well organized, a lot of networking in Uganda but also in different countries. And the presentations and the participants were very relevant.
It's a great initiative that the City of Kampala launched.
I liked the subject matter of this forum. It's looking at inclusiveness and livability.
There was a lot of rationality in the way it was structured.
It has been great. I have got a chance to listen to presentations from brilliant professionals from all over the world.
The story of how Kampala has transformed under KCCA. I think that was a fantastic set of accounts of how change happened. So it was a real privilege to be on that panel.
It works also like a pool of expertise. Not only from a local authority perspective, but from also a private sector perspective, because the technical solutions, some of them were brought forward by the experts from the private sector.
City managers, governors and other government officials had the opportunity to discuss not only in terms of theories but exchanging their own experiences about their practice, their difficulties, but also to share their achievements. It was important also in the sense that we learn from each other.
It's a very timely forum. It comes at a time in which I think around the world greater emphasis has been played on the importance of cities in the role of economic development and growth. In Africa specifically, I think with the continent urbanizing as rapidly as it is, it's becoming very clear to senior policymakers, to politicians, to lawmakers, that getting the urban future right for Africa is going to be vital to the continuation of economic development and poverty reduction. And a conference like this, attended by as many people and as many organizations as it is, I think takes that message forward in a very, very productive manner.
I think the key things that came out of Theme 5 was the need for us to focus on housing development, particularly affordable housing for people who are on low income, who represent a significant majority of those who are going to move into African cities. And it's about creating homes and spaces for them that they can thrive and realize their potential.
The forum's very powerful for bringing together the people who are really wrestling with the challenges of change for cities across East and Southern Africa. It is where the growth and opportunity for the next generation will take place, and these are the people who are building networks to share experience, learn lessons and make the most of those opportunities for the citizens of their cities.
This is a network that we are trying to create And we feel as African cities, while we engage ourselves with the communities, with the governments, with the developers, with the private sector, we need to see how we share these best practices. We need to see how to bring the different opportunities that we have gathered across the continent to inform decision making.
I believe that it gives us an opportunity to have a dialogue about how we do planning of infrastructure at the community level. How we organize our towns, how we organize our villages will also ultimately have an impact on how our big cities are organized in the future.
In the thematic area that I attended, specifically on municipal financing, they have a number of packages and tools actually that are not only global, but they can be applied at the local level. That's an interesting thing. And personally, because of the opportunity I have had and the position I work in, I have an opportunity to roll them over to the other urban areas.
Tusobodde okusinkana abantu ab'enjawulo nga forum bw'erinti ya East and Central Africa tusanze abantu abo bonna ne batwagala nnyo. By the way, tusanyuse nnyo nti nno tubadde wano nga it's the first of its kind mu kitundu kino ndowooza kuba buli omu agamba ati takinakirabawo era tusanyuse nnyo ne tulowooza nti akatale kaffe kasobola okugenda ewalala.
In this forum we have made presentations on how Uganda, specifically Kampala City, can be a safe and smart city using technology.
I've learned so much. I'm very excited about the future for cities in Africa. I think that big things are going to be done.
The rapid urbanization must be augmented with knowledge. Bringing knowledge at the footsteps of African cities is one of the key things that is going to empower Africans to be able to take the much-needed decision that is informed. It's going to focus our resources to prioritize the investments that they need to be able to create the much-needed services.
Our commitment to one another has been that we're willing to share capacity, willing to share solutions, willing to continue the discussion and the dialogue beyond today into real high-impact solutions wherever we are coming from. Each one of us has a unique gifting, has unique capabilities, and has unique solutions that can be shared all around. Our cities are expanding, and so are the challenges. The wealth of knowledge that we have shared clearly demonstrates that together we can find solutions to these challenges.